Hello everyone. I'm Randy Gauthier, Chairman with Trinity Baptist Church, and I'm here with Jeff Gallagher, lead pastor at Trinity as well. And we're here today to talk to you a little bit about the new restrictions from the provincial government as far as COVID is concerned, and Trinity's response to that. We want to talk about those things in three chunks: midweek, Sundays, and then Christmas Eve. So to begin with, midweek, as far as preschool is concerned, is allowed to carry on as usual. And that's the same as the restrictions that were earlier on. So they'll close down December 18th, just as planned all along. Jeff?
Yeah, as far as some other things that are happening midweek, I'll share those briefly. Our youth groups will shut down at the end of this week, so we'll have one more meeting this coming Thursday night for the senior highs in person, and then they'll close down for the Christmas break. Of course, if Clint decides to try some things online, that's allowed, and we'll let him communicate those things along. As for some other things, many of you have signed up for family photo sessions this coming Saturday, then that's going to be allowed to go ahead, which is great. So if you'd still like to be a part of that, there are some spots available. Just go to the events page of our website, tbcsherwoodpark.ca. Just follow the links there and you can sign up for that. Our property team, of course, they need to be in here many times throughout in different weeks just to do some essential building maintenance. So of course they can come on in. Our Thursday worship rehearsals, they'll continue until Christmas Eve, and then we'll even wind those down for a few weeks into the new year. And honestly, everything else is already online.
All right. And so in terms of the office, as per the provincial mandates, starting next week, staff must work from home. And that's the same as all the other businesses in Alberta. Unless, of course, they're needed specifically in person. So accordingly, the public access to the building is going to be closed. But you can still make an appointment to come and see a staff member or to do some business that you might have. So what you might want to do then is contact them through the church phone number, listen to the directory options, and when it gets to the person that you're interested in talking to, please do leave a message, because that goes directly to them at their home, and they'll be able to get back to you in a timely manner. And you can then make those arrangements to visit the church during the week still. Sundays, we're going to go to an online format beginning December 13th till January 3rd. This is not because of poor behavior that's happened here. It's not because we have any type of community spread of COVID. It is purely because we want to be proactive in this time frame when the province is really trying to get a handle on this. And so what we like to do is start doing services, broadcast strictly online. The folks that are going to be helping out with the service will be here at the church. They'll be leading various elements, but they'll be the only ones in attendance. Our hope then is to relaunch our hybrid format, which is online and in person, for January 10th. And at that time, we're most likely going to be going to an RSVP process so that we can keep the numbers down as well. To help with isolation and to help with people and that need to get together, though, we're going to start a Zoom foyer time on Sundays from 10 to 10:25. And how you would access that is through the church emails, the email letter that gets sent out, the email newsletter. Yep. And to sign up for that, you would sign up on the web page for those. And then they would be emailed to you, and the link then to the meeting would be there. And that gives us all an opportunity to get together, rub shoulders in a socially distanced sort of way, and still enjoy each other's company. And then at 10:25, that'll be shut down so that we can still get you all into the virtual sanctuary in time for the service. Jeff?
Yeah, so thanks for being the bearer of bad news. I'll be the good news guy here. So I think everyone's curious what's going to happen on Christmas Eve. To be honest, when we did our Christmas polls, so many of you wanted Christmas Eve to happen. And even since then, even yesterday, some people were calling our staff, wondering, can we still do Christmas Eve? And the provincial government, yes, they allow it. We know it's important to you, and so we're going to try and do everything safe possible, including only doing online Sundays, so that we can be set up really well for Christmas Eve. So we're going to do 3 short Christmas Eve services, one at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock. Now, we'd originally only planned for 4 and 6 o'clock, but with the new capacity limits that the provincial government has put down, we know that as far as public spaces available for people, not including staff and volunteers, we got to cap things at 50 people. And when we looked at the numbers that we already have for 4 and 6, we went, uh-oh, we're almost full there. So we put in a 5 o'clock one as well, so we can have over 50 more people sign up between there and what's remaining in the other ones. It's also going to be a good way to do it, because then the volunteers who are serving here, they're not here all hours of afternoon and evening. They'll be here for the same amount of time that they first committed to, and we'll just make things a little tighter within the services. We'll do quick turnarounds, but at least we'll get to be together, which will be great. So the one thing you got to remember about this is you do need to RSVP for it. Again, go to the events page of our website, look for the Christmas Eve services, follow the links, and sign up there if you choose to be in person. Now, of course, many of you are choosing to be online, so we will be live streaming the 4 o'clock service, and if you can join us then, great. If not, hey, that turns into a video right away that you can access anytime that suits you and your family. Just a couple closing comments. Now that we've kind of walked through our midweek and our Sundays and our Christmas Eve, I just really want you to consider serving the people around you really well. This is a time for us to hunker down and to be safe, but that doesn't mean that we can't still serve people. So we've been talking about this Bless Your Own Block initiative within your own neighborhood. Encourage you to really do that to a neighbor. I'd also encourage you to reach out to fellow people within your church family, especially who might be isolated and lonely. Give them a call, see how they're doing. If anything that we're doing here seems unclear, you want more clarity, if you've got questions about why we've come to these particular decisions, contact any of us here at the church leadership. We want to be in conversation with you about those things. But I'm going to let Randy have the last word here.
All right. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for joining us in this time, virtually, of course. But again, all of this is about trying to stay in touch the best way we can to serve each other and our community by doing what's right as far as the government's concerned, creating space for us to stay healthy. And we just want to thank you and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.